Recording. Love to hear that. Good morning, everybody. Hi, hi, Deanna. Hi, Jordana. Good morning. Thank y'all for coming. Okay, so again, we're seeing just confirmation of the shift that we've already known was coming, but the numbers are really confirming that for us. But we did have quite a bit of a pop here this last week, which I think is great. So it's October 7th today, and the total active listings for single family residential in Allegheny County only is 2,313. That's a 16% jump over last year. As you can see down here, we have 2023's numbers and 2022's numbers. So we're pushing against this number in terms of this number. Does that make sense? That's what I'm comping against. Okay, listings in the last 7 days were at 257. So we're still down from 2022's numbers, but we're 9% up over last year. 261 total pendings in the last 7 days. That's 3% down from last year, but definitely up from 2022. So we're seeing a little seesaw here. Sold in the last 7 days. Again, this is the 17% jump over last year. There was 155 sold. We're at 181, which is good. Usually this sold number is reflective of like the 30 days to 45 days. And that's when we really started hitting this 20% new active listings. So this doesn't surprise me all that much. It'll be interesting to see how this, if it goes back into the red, as we sneak into the holidays, which are just coming around the bend. Okay, everybody, 38 days, average days on market, which is a little bit down. Again, this number is probably reflective of these numbers here, these bigger numbers of new listings. This came down a little bit. We only had about 5 or 6 $1 million homes in Allegheny County sell. And actually, I do like to peek at those. I just think it's fun. And there was an agent in there that had dual agency and sold a 1.6 million. So good for her. Ka-ching. But we're at 318,567, which is our average price point in Allegheny County. Total number of price reductions, big increase here. As we've been seeing, we stayed even here, then we were up at 634, now 660 price reduction. So that number is really big. It's kind of sneaking up on what the numbers were last year at 594 total price reductions. But again, look how huge it was from 2 years ago. That is just really telling us that the seller mentality hasn't caught up with what's happening here. Okay, in terms of how well are we priced or whatever. That being said, we still have a sales price to list price ratio of 98.72, which is still really good. But honestly, if I was listing in Allegheny County right now, if I wanted multiple offers, I'd probably look at the comps, look at the price and be like, okay, if the numbers are saying like 300, let's consider lowering it 2%. Okay, or 1.5%, just to find that sweet spot of building confidence with buyers and people being like, oh, this is priced really well, let's pounce, and hopefully getting multiple offers. That's a good option there. We have 181 expires. Look at that. We've been going down here, but we're not as high as we were earlier in September, but 181. We do have 7 fewer individuals in West Penn multi-list. And Holland Mortgage's numbers are still at 6.75, but as I mentioned in the team meeting a couple of weeks ago, sounds like somebody's on my roof. That was so weird. I nailed a 5.75 the week that the Fed announced the reduction in interest rates. So I'm curious why this is bounced up in terms of Holland. I'll check in with Michael on that. Maybe Todd's got something different, but yeah, I'm closing on a 5.75. So yay us. Does anybody have any questions or anything that they're noticing? I hope you all had a lovely weekend. No questions? Well, per usual, that took 5 minutes. I joke all the time and say if you're 8 minutes, that's it. You'll miss it. It'll fly by you. Does anybody have any questions?
Oh, great job.
Okay, if anybody doesn't have access directly to this, send me an email or shoot me a text. I'm happy to share the log with you so you can go back and look at it anytime. I encourage you, if you work in a specific area, start tracking now. I'll be honest, the last 2 years have flown by in terms of these numbers. And if you like to work in maybe North Allegheny or whatever, and you want to get hyper focused on tracking your numbers, I can share the template with you on this, and you're welcome to snag that and use it however you wish. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank
Take
Appreciate it.
care.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.